Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Sir.
Happy birthday, dear
You
Jamie.
did not, guys.
Happy birthday to you.
You know what? Can I just tell you for my birthday, nobody actually sang to me.
No way.
And I did have ice cream.
No one sang to you?
I know.
Oh, Chatterskin.
No. You know what?
Well, somebody did.
Thank you so much. Should I open this now?
Please,
Are we
yes.
partaking in this morning?
I don't need to, but you should.
Oh,
you can save it or you can have it now. Totally
my
up to you.
gosh.
It is a s'mores cupcake.
It looks amazing. Karina Bakery, we were just talking about this place. Allie used to do ballet right next door.
Really?
And so I would drop her off, and then I'd always go have a coffee and a treat.
It's so good. I went this morning, and it was so hard to resist not getting something for myself.
Are you not?
I've eaten like crap the last 4 days. We have half a carrot cake at our home right now. We're getting like Red Robin for dinner tonight. So I'm just like, I'm trying to have part of one day where I'm eating healthy.
Okay.
Because I had pizza all 3 days this weekend. Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pizza.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So good. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Very sweet of you.
How was your birthday?
It was good. I feel it's kind of funny. I feel like, I'm 42. It's not really like a significant number.
Yeah.
I had no real big desire to do like a big party of any sort. I had these little moments. To me, it was perfect. I got to go to the movies on Friday with Chad and another couple, our friends Chris and Kelly. And then Saturday, we had this fancy gala for the girls' school that we got to get dressed up at. And I just pretended it was my birthday party. It's like,
Shut up.
Thanks for coming.
For Life Christian, there was a gala?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's their 50th year
of nice.
School. So
cool.
They're doing this big celebration. And then Sunday for my actual birthday, it was so nice. It was like our family went to church together. We went to lunch with my parents. We went to Spaghetti Factory.
Nice.
And after we went for the SALT conference and we went to that lunch, I have been craving that Mizithra pasta.
So good.
Ever since.
I had it on Monday.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's funny actually. The last 2 times I've gone, I've ordered Mizithra on my pasta. Both times they've forgotten to put the Mizithra on my pasta.
How is that even possible?
I end up getting a side of Mizithra, but it doesn't have the brown butter, which is a part of the whole thing. And so
You're getting plain noodles? Is that what they're providing?
No,
you?
I get half and half. I'll get like a meat sauce Mizithra or like Alfredo Mizithra, and they only do the whole thing as one instead of half and half. So I feel like I'm pretty articulate in my ordering. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on.
I've witnessed it.
Yes.
You are. So yeah, no. And then after lunch, we went and our family of 4 went and played some pickleball.
Nice.
And then we went to, there's a new board game cafe in Tacoma called the 15% Club.
Okay.
15%.
That's where the
board
old
game cafe
Manifesto was. Okay. Not Manifesto. It's on 6th Ave.
Yes, exactly. 6th and Union.
Metronome?
Yes, Metronome. Okay. That was it. So we went and played some games there last night, and then we went home and just had a chill evening. And it was like I felt like I got to see different people throughout the weekend.
Nice.
I got to do fun stuff. Like it was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you play pickleball at?
We went to Basalt Park.
Okay, so you played outside.
They have,
cool.
I know it wasn't raining, so it was fine.
Nice.
They have like tennis courts where they've also marked the pickleball court on there. So
cool. Yeah, the only indoor court I know of is at the Drop. I don't know of any other indoor pickleball courts.
So the other one is the Furcrest Community Center.
Okay.
And that's when I've been wanting to try that. So Jessica Viennas is the one who got me into pickleball initially. Like she invited me to go with some mom friends of hers. And so when we first started playing, they were playing outside because it was still fairly nice. Okay. And now they've moved inside. I want to say there's 3 or 4 courts inside that you can use.
Nice.
And there's a drop-in one on Sundays I've been tempted to go for beginners and families.
Okay.
I thought it'd be fun to take the kids and go.
I love pickleball.
I'm going to tell you something. I was really bummed I missed this morning. I also felt like the last time I went, I was talking to Eric a little bit in the office, and I don't think I know all the rules. Or like he was saying, yeah, you know how like the point is not to stay back and you want to push the line and get up close. And I was like, is that the point? Like, I didn't know.
That's more of a strategy. That's not a rule.
I think in my head, I'm playing like as if it's tennis.
Yeah,
because that's what I've done before. And he was making it sound like, that's not the goal of pickleball.
I played the very first time we played, there was like the guy from the random league that came into our game.
Yes.
And he gave me a pointer. He's like, basically, as soon as if you're receiving the serve, if you're on a doubles team and you're the person you're on the side receiving the serve, but you're
Yep.
the other person.
Yep.
He's like, you should play forward from the beginning.
Yeah, I have heard
and
that.
I had never played that way. And when I started doing that, like that actually did make a difference.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
But our Monday morning pickleball league is dwindling.
Oh no. Because today it looked like your invite had a lot more names on it.
So yeah, so I've had the same people on the invite every week who originally expressed interest in doing it. But we started with 7 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. We had 5 last week and we had 3 this week. So we had 2 people dropping off each week. So
no, listen,
next week will just be me.
For me. No, this was a once off. I promise I'm committed. I was telling you before we started recording, I didn't sleep good. The girls are out of school, so it's just kind of a wonky morning. But I'm in it. I'm
in it to win it.
I'm in it to win it.
Good.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great way to start the week.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really have the Sunday scaries all that much.
Yeah.
Like I generally enjoy working and like I don't like dread going into a Monday.
Right.
However, having pickleball makes it like I'm excited.
Even more.
I'm more excited for a Monday.
Yeah.
I love it.
Not to totally jump subject, but I'm liking the outfit today.
Thank you.
Rocking a vest.
I've had this vest for probably 5 years and I've worn it probably 4 times.
Okay. I was going to say, it's not a look I've seen on you very often.
It's not a look I sport very often. Yeah, the shirt's from Purpose Men's Boutique down in Point Ruston, and that's my new favorite store.
Is it? We talked a little bit about this.
Awesome. We talked about the full amazing shopping experience. I want to go again, but expensive.
What's it called? It's like positive peer pressure, where they like create such a great experience. They want you feel obligated.
100%. Yeah, just based on the service they're providing. So yeah, thank you. I got some new white shoes. They immediately got a stain on them the day after I bought them.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, but thank you. You look nice as well.
Oh, thanks.
All black.
All black. This is all me in 42.
This is 42.
That's all I do. It's just black.
I got to give a shout out to Brian. Today's his birthday.
That's right.
11/11.
For some reason in my head, I was thinking it was the 9th, and I was really embarrassed that I missed it. I still have a chance to say happy birthday.
When in doubt, he was born on the 11th day of the 11th
No, we've talked about
month,
this. We have.
in the 11th hour.
Yes.
He's the 11th grandchild.
And there's so many weird 11s in his life.
A lot of 11s.
This is what I remember.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So did you guys do some fun?
We did.
Celebrating this weekend?
Yes. So last night we did, kind of an early, so we did like wine tasting with his parents in
Where was
Woodinville.
that? In Woodinville.
Have you been to Patterson?
No, but I've had their wine. I've not been to their
my parents
tasting room.
introduced us to Patterson. They belong to that wine club, and then Brian belongs to Patterson.
Is it the picture that said Wine Alley?
That is a different one. So so there's kind of like 3 different wine tasting areas in Woodinville now, which is kind of cool. So there's the main Hollywood area, which is where most of that's where like Chateau Saint Michel is.
Right.
And then there's the Warehouse Wineries. Yeah. Which have you been over? Okay.
Yeah.
So we started there, the Warehouse at Patterson, and then we went to pick up Chelan Winery, which is spelled like Tsillan. They have a tasting room in the Wine Alley.
Okay.
Which is that picture I posted.
Okay.
So that's like not downtown. I mean downtown Woodinville, like near the main stores and restaurants and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, Woodinville's crazy. It's like blown up.
It's amazing to me. I know I've said this. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I love the wine tasting like experience. Yeah. There's so many different ones in Woodinville where you go and there's like super modern and you feel like you're in this really chic like environment. Yeah. And then you go up to I'm going to totally blank on the name. There's another one that I love. You feel like you're up in the forest and there's like greenery all around you. I just love that each experience is really unique there. Yeah. And then I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy expensive, like to go wine tasting. No. But you feel like you feel like it should cost.
It feels like a luxury experience. Yeah. Yeah. High end.
Yeah.
Feel fancy.
And I'm a big fan of truffle popcorn, and often
I'm not. I don't like truffle.
Austin.
You said broken record. I think we should rename this the Broken Record Podcast.
I think that's what we are.
Because we're 40-something episodes in, and we just regurgitate the same information. The amount of times we've talked about winter, and we love through December 31st, but then once you hit January through March, Brian started to say that a few days ago. I'm like,
that is amazing. Gosh. I'll tell you what, between Brian and Shannon, our little fact checkers. Yeah. Shannon loves like follow up. So after we record, she'll listen to it and then she'll give me things. She was dying at the fact that you were surprised I got books from the library. She was like, that just is that's exactly why you do this podcast, because that is like such a different generational thing. I want to
interview generations, because I feel like do Gen Z kids go to the library?
I don't know.
Like, I guess your daughters probably do because you do.
Yes, and but remember that was part of how I was explaining that's like where I started, at least here in Tacoma. I would take them to that was how we spent time.
Yeah.
They would do like children's hour and we'd go and play and it would be like entertainment in the winter for us for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
maybe it's just my privilege that I've just always bought books.
Can you read? Is that
I can read. I can read. I
promise.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have memories really going to the library.
So it's just so funny to me that I was like thinking about that too. I think in the moment I was so taken aback that you were like, you asked why, what are you doing there?
It's kind of, I should really hit up the library here soon. That'll be one of my goals.
I'm curious too by you, because Shannon said something about like where you're at might be a different type of library experience in like university place. So
all I know is libraries have great architecture.
100%. And I know the one in University Place. I think it's Mondays. I might have to stop by today. They bring that golden retriever in to pet while you read. And I'm like, this is the best.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, speaking of great architecture, so one of our, kind of hopping around today, but I like it. One of our weekend highlights, so every once in a while, we'll like look for cool listings on Redfin, on the MLS.
Yes.
And if it's vacant and if there's no, like some of the higher end listings like require the listing agent to be there for an appointment.
Or a pre-approval letter of your multi-million dollars.
Exactly. If it's one that's just like go and show, make an easy appointment, we'll go look at cool houses. Yeah. So this was something we've been doing this for pretty much our whole relationship. Yeah. It's been one of the staple free date ideas.
Yeah. Love it.
But on Saturday, we toured a house on Mercer Island.
Ooh.
It was a kind of like mid-century modern house, which is my favorite architectural style. And it was amazing. Yeah. That was all I had to say.
Okay. I also want to go back because I feel like we started talking about wineries and the whole goal was to talk about Brian's birthday.
Right. Happy birthday, Brian.
Happy birthday.
31.
31.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's for the next 17 days. He's my older man. Yeah. I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah.
And he's in his, he's in his like,
he's in it.
He's going up on his 30s.
He's in it. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Brian. Let's see, I have some stuff planned for him this evening. So I'm not going to share too much, but
so mainly you did family stuff, did some wine tasting.
Yeah. So let's just go through the weekend. Yeah. Okay. So Friday, oh gosh, I might need to look at my notes. You know what? We didn't record 2 weeks ago.
That's true. We're 2 weekends behind.
Okay, so I'll just go this weekend. So this weekend, go ahead.
Because I felt like I kind of was starting to tell you my weekend by rehashing my birthday stuff.
You did.
I pretty much told you.
We can dive deeper in any of those days if you'd like. Okay. So Friday, we did dinner with Chad and Cecily.
Oh, fun.
And
the pasta board.
Pasta flights.
Pasta
board. That might be actually what it's called.
No, it was a pasta flight on a board.
It was awesome. So I saw this place on Instagram or TikTok or something, and like have been wanting to go there, and it was Chad's birthday the previous weekend.
Okay.
So that was kind of our birthday present, was taking him out to dinner.
Where is it?
This one's in Queen Anne, which you know where like the Climate Pledge Arena is.
Climate Pledge, is that what you just said?
That's the old Key Arena. Okay, it's where the Kraken play. It's near the Seattle Center.
Okay. So do you know that I lived in Queen Anne? That I went to Seattle Pacific University for a semester?
That's right.
So I don't know it at all, but I did live there at one point.
Okay, cool.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
So it's the restaurant's right next to the where the Kraken plays. Okay. And there happened to be a Kraken game happening that night. So parking was a nightmare. Yeah. Everything was like $40. So we drove around for a while looking for parking. So we were late to reservation, but it's totally fine. The pasta was okay.
Okay. Well, I was wondering how they do quality of that.
Yeah.
It's
definitely
style.
Quantity and presentation over quality.
Got it.
For the pasta.
Okay.
We got pizza as well. The pizza was amazing. The drinks were great. We got like a bread appetizer that was really good.
Okay. Like if you had to choose between that flight and then Mizithra.
I'd go Spaghetti Factory, Mizithra. As long as they actually bring out the Mizithra.
As long as it's not separate. Yeah.
The pastas were all okay. There were like 5 different pastas. Yeah. The idea of it was amazing. I loved the whole it comes out with like a sparkler on it. Oh. Very cool. It's like a $90 board, so it's not cheap.
Okay.
But yeah, I would go to the restaurant again. The restaurant was great. I want to get the board again necessarily, but if it's your first time, kind of the novelty of going, but don't have high expectations. At least that was
that's helpful. Yeah. I feel like that's real life.
That was Friday, and then that's pretty much it. Went home. Saturday, went to the gym. Went to Daru, which is like a bakery restaurant in Kirkland.
Okay.
Amazing. We ate really, really well this weekend.
Sounds like it.
It was a lot of great food.
Yeah.
I think this tail end of 2024 is going to be, that's my goal. Just eat as much good food as possible.
Food.
Just,
okay.
Yeah. It's just great food.
I love that journey for
so
you.
Friday was Italian. So like I said, I had pizza Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Friday did that Italian restaurant. Saturday went to Daru. We had a cinnamon roll, which was incredible. Had this like breakfast chicken and waffle, not waffle, but like a chicken gravy kind of thing.
Okay.
Really good. And then had a breakfast sandwich there. Looked at that house. And then that night I went to a housewarming party for my friends Josh and Sinem. They called it a triple whammy party because it was their housewarming, it was their engagement party, and it was his birthday party, kind of all in one.
Okay.
So and I sold them the house, which was kind of fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
I showed up and Josh took me around and showed me some of the improvements they made, which it's kind of crazy how like the house was in good shape before, but it's crazy how a few small things can like
totally
go a long way.
Yeah.
Like they painted the fireplace. It was kind of like a white, creamy color before, and they painted this like dark navy blue. Ooh. And this like the pop of the floors and everything was just amazing.
I love that.
He refinished the floors and
wow, he did himself.
He did himself. Oh my gosh. Very impressive. And then I had Costco pizza there. That was my second pizza of the weekend. And then Sunday, went to the gym again, went shopping for Brian's birthday. So I went to a few different stores. So basically we
won't say which ones, Brian.
I won't, but he knows I was at Target. So we agreed this year to do Santa Barbara for our like gifts to each other.
So excited for you.
So we agreed not to do like big gifts. So I just did like a basket of things from Target, like some of his favorite things. So Target and then one other store for him. And then we went to wine tasting last night to Patterson. Awesome. And then picked up his wine from Chelan Cellars, and then went to Ballard Pizza Company with his parents for dinner.
That's a great day.
Pizza number 3.
And
we're going out to dinner tonight.
And I love that you already know it's Red Robin.
I think it's either Red Robin or Ochatai. Those are our two. In Renton, those would be like his 2 favorite restaurants. Red Robin, just like nostalgic.
Yeah.
Love it. Ochatai is an amazing Thai restaurant that we love. So he's gonna pick later depending on how he's feeling.
Okay.
So that was the weekend.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So I kind of went over briefly. So Friday we went to the movies and saw that movie Heretic. It's like kind of a scary one with Hugh Grant.
Okay.
It was actually pretty good.
Heretic.
It's so these 2 girls, they're like Mormon missionaries, and they go to like witness to Hugh Grant at his house, and he ends up
abducts them,
taking them.
Oh my gosh,
I know. There's some jump scare. I don't think you would love it because you're not a big jump scare fan.
Is it more horror or thriller?
No. It's more thriller. It's definitely not like crazy jump scares. It's almost a little bit slow and creepy, and so it's keeps you
like
a
that.
Bit. I know, yeah. So
I
you might
thriller, creepy.
Yeah, so you might enjoy that at the like comfort of your own home.
Cool. What I don't like is like Exorcist type
right.
stuff.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I need that stuff.
Yeah.
Creatures, don't like creatures.
Yeah, Chad's like he hates if it's like anything that's really not realistic,
possible,
like the zombies and the monsters, those things,
serial killers, mass murders. Those are awesome.
Fine, bring them on. Yeah. Anyways, it was fun. I found myself a little surprised that I was like, oh, I'm sitting here watching a movie. I'm not on my phone.
Yeah.
There was a moment where at the beginning,
in theaters?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a moment in the beginning where it's like a little bit slower, and I was like, I was like, oh, I wish my brain was a little bit better of having a stronger attention span. Like I caught myself being like, noticing the fact that I'm sitting here and I'm only focusing on this one thing. Yeah. I don't have other things that are distracting me.
It's probably a good practice in focus because you can't really take out your phone in a movie.
No.
There's very few times in life when we aren't on our phone, when we don't have easy access to our phone.
It's
movie
crazy.
Theater. What else? When I do workout classes, I'm not really on my phone at all. Actually, that's not true. I'm writing down my stuff. So
when we're at pickleball, we're not on our phones.
It's pickleball.
It's that. It's
that's
movies.
That's the takeaway. Movies and pickleball.
Which honestly, if that was what I did with my life, I'd be pretty happy. No, I just had that realization. I was talking to Chad a little bit about it later. Just I so desperately tell myself, okay, I'm just going to be away from my phone today.
Yeah.
And then it's like I don't even realize I'm grabbing it.
Mm-hmm.
Even at when I'm driving, if I get to a stoplight, it's like my instinct is just reach for my phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I so addicted?
And we keep reminding ourselves we don't want to be, and there's we're all so well intentioned, and I come back from that retreat I went to this summer with this big realization that I'm gonna stop consuming the things that don't add value to my life, and then I so easily revert back to the habits.
Yeah.
So
I know.
It's tough.
They
suck us in.
It made me question some things, but
But you'd recommend the movie?
So I liked it.
See what
it's not for everybody. Like, because there's just not everybody likes the scaries.
Oh, really good Rotten Tomatoes review.
Oh, okay,
93%. That's amazing.
yeah.
Nice. Cool.
What else? The gala on Saturday. I'm kind of blanking on what else we did Saturday. I think we just did some errands. So yeah, we were like running around town. Went to lunch at So I had to go back to Nordstrom Rack, return a bunch of dresses that I had ordered online for the gala. Didn't like any of them. Ended up finding something different. And then we went to lunch at Tacoma Mall. I forget what it's called, but it's like the ramen restaurant at the mall.
In the food court?
Not in the food court. It's like off.
Is it like izakaya something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Izakura or something. Yeah, I posted a little video because it's just like our family. Alice and I pretty much share almost every restaurant we go to. We will get something we both enjoy. And then Chad gets his own thing. And then there's Piper, who's eating pretzels from Auntie Anne's or whatever.
Does she not like?
She's
picky.
So picky.
Yeah.
If it's not like white bread of some sort, even at Spaghetti Factory, plain pasta.
Yeah.
No sauce. Nothing. It's so gross.
I know some people like that. Shout out to somebody who's listening to this podcast right now. You know who you are.
You feel seen by my 9-year-old. Anyways, there was that moment. The gala was at the Silver Cloud Hotel down in Ruston.
The Ruston one?
Yep.
On Ruston Way or at Point Ruston?
Oh, sorry, at Point Ruston.
That's probably so confusing for them.
It is.
They have two Silver Cloud hotels on Ruston Way.
Ruston Way. Yeah, it was a silly thing to do. But it was nice. We got there a little bit early, and so they have this whole like display for their 50 years. Part of the evening was honoring people that they're inducting into their like alumni association. So it's kind of fun to hear because Chad and I still feel fairly new to the school, that community as a whole.
Yeah.
So just to kind of hear stories and people, it actually gave me like this sense of pride of like, oh, I'm really happy my girls are at the school. They seem like people care so much. They're giving so much.
Yeah. It's cool to join something when they are celebrating something like that. When I joined my fraternity in college, it was like the 100-year like centennial celebration. Ooh. And so similarly, like it was this, they rented out a big room at the Marriott downtown on the water, and it was just a huge thing. Yeah. And that was the first year that me and all my friends were in the fraternities were like, oh, this must be an every year thing. And then we saw over the next couple of years because they do like an annual thing. Yeah. But we didn't realize how big of a deal that centennial, like 100-year one was, because every other one after it was like a lot smaller. Right.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Did you get recognized as a board member at your gala?
They did ask me to stand.
You had to stand.
Yes. That was funny.
Did you stand immediately, or did you kind of like slowly get up, wait for other people to stand?
I did a little wave, pointed to people, thanked them for getting me where I was. No, okay, so here's what's funny, because it's a Christian school. There's no alcohol served at the event, but there is a bar on the premises, obviously the hotel. Yeah. So a bunch of people
Christians don't drink.
They're not allowed. They don't. It's very
Jesus drink wine, but Christians don't drink.
It's funny. And like we've had school auctions and they've had alcohol. I don't know. I think it just depends on what the event is, but I was all excited because there was like a VIP section and there's a little area, and I was like, oh, they're doing drinks over there. And then it was mocktails. Like, okay.
Are you a VIP? Wow.
I didn't want to brag, but as a board member, correct.
That's awesome.
Anyways, so group of parents, I mean, almost everybody went to the bar at some point. I was with this one lady. I know she doesn't listen to this, so it's fine. She was getting a drink. I don't know what she ordered. Some top shelf tequila mixed with lime and some little, you would have liked it because there's a little habanero kick to it. Her one drink, guess how much it was?
$30. More?
Top shelf tequila.
Okay. 50?
$110.
No way. What tequila was it?
I don't know. It was in a fancy blue and white bottle.
Yeah. I don't know what that's called.
She said that bottle alone is $600.
What? Mm-hmm. What is this bottle? What are we? Okay, I gotta educate myself on tequila brands.
Yeah.
Is that the one that Jessica does for clients for closing gifts?
No, that's Don Julio.
Okay.
She's given to me before. Very grateful for her.
Blue and white tequila bottle. Let's find out. Ooh. Clase Azul.
That's probably it.
Clase Azul.
Let's see it. Yep.
Huh.
How much is that?
Well, It depends.
Okay.
I do see one that's $600.
Yeah.
But I also see others. I see one that's $2,000. I see one that's $130. So it varies depending on size and quality and things. But that's crazy. I've never ordered $100 drink. That's wild.
So it was so sweet because she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get your drink," and then I hear her say to her husband, "Okay, the total was 176," and I was like, "What? How? We got like 4 drinks. I didn't understand how it's so expensive. I ordered like a gin and tonic. I was like, there's no way. And so I took a peek at the receipt. What did they charge us? And then I saw her one beverage.
Holy cow. Did she know that going into it? She must if she ordered it specifically.
She knew because I was with some other people and they were like, "How much is a bottle?" And she wasn't like bragging at all. She was like, "You guys don't judge me. It's like the one thing I really like." So she knew it was 600. So I think she knew it was going to be crazy.
That's crazy. So the weekend before, I'll just share something because it's tequila related.
Yeah, please.
So we went to Chad's birthday party that previous weekend at a bar in Green Lake. And my friend Mike, his thing is whenever there's a big group that's together, he buys everybody like either a tequila shot or a Jaeger bomb. Okay. So, and it's big groups. So there was like 30 to 35 people there. Okay. So we ordered like 30 to 40 tequila shots. And it's this really funny thing to me because it's like everybody's like so not happy about it. Oh, like everyone's like, oh my gosh, I don't want a tequila shot. But at the same time, it's like he's doing a nice thing for everybody. That's costing him hundreds of dollars for sure. Because these shots are probably, I don't know, $10 to $15 each. Yeah. So he's spending $300 to $400 on tequila shots. And it's like, you would think if you're spending that much money for a group of people, they'd all be like so appreciative. Right. But everybody's always like grumbling about the tequila shot. And I always make a point to like thank him because I'm like,
it was so great, Mike. I loved it.
I wanted to make sure he like knows that it's appreciated. Yeah. There's a lot of grumbles going on.
Yeah. I remember Chad. So when Chad and I first started dating, he still isn't. He does not drink a lot at all. But
because he's Christian.
It's not allowed. I just remember visiting him and we went out to this bar or something with a bunch of friends and somebody got us shots and he would take it and then he'd pretend like he was doing a chaser with like a beer bottle and he would take the shot and then he'd put the beer bottle and he'd spit it out.
No way. He'd spit into the beer bottle and then he's not drinking the beer.
And that's how he did that all the time.
Oh my gosh.
That was his like trick.
Wow. That's smart. That's better than like throwing it over your shoulder. I've seen people do that.
He's an actor, I'll tell you. Yeah. Okay, what about the weekend before? I feel like we haven't talked about.
Is there anything else we need to touch on?
The gala.
VIP.
Kind of a big deal.
Clase Azul. Sunday, your actual birthday. You mentioned you went to church.
Went to church.
Where'd you go for food?
Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, Spaghetti Factory.
I'll tell you what. It was delicious. It was a long process.
I
feel like they forgot about us. It was like everything in between. Like, they bring you the salad and then your main. And it was like we had finished our salad and like had tons of time before they came and cleared up, brought the others. And then we finished our main. It was tons of time before they came and brought us.
Yeah.
I got pickleball to go to. Gotta get this thing going.
So I went to Spaghetti Factory last Monday as well for my grandpa's going away thing.
Yeah.
And we had great service. Minus them forgetting my visit. But great service. Yeah. We had a big group too. I was impressed.
Did they write down your order?
They did write down the orders. And for anybody who's listening who doesn't know, that is my pet peeve. I do not like people that write down my orders.
Well, I was with you the last time at Spaghetti Factory and she didn't write it. She didn't get it right.
I still feel like such a complainer even talking about this. I know. But it's a thing for me.
Between this and the fact that you only buy books, you never borrow them. It's just really giving elitist.
Elitist, yeah. Well, you're one of the VIPs, so. Cool. So previous weekend was a lot of the same. So a lot of pizza probably. We had the birthday brunch for Chad. We went to Murder Mystery Party. Have I talked to you about that yet?
Oh, no. You were pirates?
We were pirates. Well, here's the thing. So it was a pirate-themed murder mystery party where we all picked our characters ahead of time.
Okay.
And I just looked at the list of available names and just picked one. Okay.
Okay.
So then I asked Brian, he was buying his own pirate costume. I said, can you buy me one as well? And so he bought me a pirate costume.
Cute.
We show up to the murder mystery party. I find out my character is not a pirate. It's like a nobleman character. How
did that happen?
Well, I should have read the description of my character. I just picked an available name from the list of available names.
Oh.
And so I I dropped.
So, okay, because when you guys came to ours last year, you had an assigned person.
Right.
And you couldn't just pick, because then you could have replicated like Blue's costume.
Yes. Okay, here's the difference. The difference is for your murder mystery, everybody's character was pretty distinct.
Okay.
And like their names kind of gave you an idea of who they were.
Yeah.
This one, most of the characters were pirates.
Oh.
But there were a few that weren't.
And
so I wrongly assumed that everybody was a pirate.
Funny.
So
okay.
Yeah. So that
easy to do.
So that was my first L of the night. And then from there I just really struggled.
Similar concept is the one that we did where it's like different. You're going up and talking to people, interviewing them.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of like what was the difference. I feel like yours, somebody read. Did you read something?
Yeah, I think at the beginning.
Or no, there's the audio thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That.
For, I guess the difference. So that one is more like audio. This one is you had like a sheet that you were like reading off of.
Okay.
And everybody's sheet was different for like their specific character.
Okay.
And you weren't just trying to solve the murder. Each character had different like goals and objectives.
Oh.
So mine was like, I had like 5 different goals basically. And I think I failed.
Bless you.
I think I failed all 5 of my goals. Okay. So I did not do well.
Well, and it's hard for a pirate to fulfill a nobleman's goals.
Yes, exactly.
It's really tricky.
I think the odds were stacked against me. Yeah. And yeah.
I get it.
But it was very fun. Everybody was into it, which was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I think I had Costco pizza that night too. A lot of pizza the last few weeks.
Listen, I'm not mad about that.
And then Sunday was just kind of like a productive getting stuff done. Yeah. Costco, groceries, gym. We went to Din Tai Fung that Sunday. That's all all I want to spend money on is food and pickleball.
Yeah. That's worth it. I'm tempted to show you the socks I'm wearing right now. My parents.
That'd be a lot of work.
It'd be a lot of work. My parents gave me pickleball gear for my birthday. It was really fun. They're like a hat. My socks are pickleball.
No way.
The base says I'd rather be playing pickleball, and I was like,
that is so. Yeah. I would not expect that under your all black outfit and your like knee high heel boots.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot you don't know about me still. Okay. Okay. Last weekend. Oh, actually, this was really fun. So Friday night last weekend. My friend Shannon's little guy Cyrus. Shannon. Of Shannon.
I don't know Shannon. I don't think I know Shannon.
She knows you. It was his birthday. We went to Round Table Pizza.
Okay.
A little party. And then here's what was really fun. It was her 40th birthday last Tuesday.
Okay.
The day of election. Stressful day.
Oh wow. What a birthday.
So her husband she is actually currently in Florida. She went on this really fun girls trip with her sister and some girlfriends, and I was gonna go and then I declined, and I'm so mad that I didn't go because it would have been really
Where
fun.
In Florida they?
I couldn't tell you exactly where. They're like, I know today she was going to like the Keys.
Okay.
Which is supposed to be really fun.
Florida Keys. And there hasn't been any hurricane impact?
Not that I've heard of. No, It seems like they've had a great time. But anyways, so because she's had this big trip planned, kind of like her actual birthday party and those things, she was being like, I think in her brain, she was like, because I'm going on this big trip, I'm not really doing a party.
Yeah.
Well, unbeknownst to her, her husband was planning this huge 40th surprise party.
Nice.
So we had been all in on it for like weeks. And so the way we got it was at our friend Carrie and Blue, their hotel out in Gig Harbor. They own the Best Western out there.
Nice.
And so basically Carrie reached out to myself and Shannon and said, hey, for your guys' birthdays in November, I'd love to go out and get drinks. And then my mother-in-law is hosting this event at our hotel. It's going to be a fun evening with a bunch of ladies. There's going to be dinner and wine. And she kind of played it off like it's actually for her charity. So I'm sure there's going to be some sort of fundraising aspect, but that's not why I'm inviting you. It's just more to come and hang out, so she had this whole thing, but it was perfect because the 3 of us haven't hung out in forever. It was like a way to get us to the hotel and like, unbeknownst to Shannon, like she would totally think, oh yeah, that makes sense. So, so basically we went to Morso in Gig Harbor beforehand. Have you ever been there? Little wine bar. You probably like that. We went there and then,
I like the name Morso.
Morso. Yeah. It's cute. Then we go to the hotel and it was so great because you could just tell on Shannon's face, she was 1,000% confused.
Yeah.
Like we walk in and they're playing a video. You can hear this like YouTube video in the background, and Carrie's like, oh shoot, I think they already started. So we're like kind of walking in, and I got the perfect video of Shannon's face. So they flip on the lights, everybody yells surprise, and she's still not sure what's happening.
Yeah.
And then she said that she noticed family. She saw like her aunt's face, and she was like, oh, that's crazy. She knows Sue, the like person putting on the event.
Yeah.
Still not registering that it's for her. And then her kids ran up and gave her a hug, and then all of a sudden she realizes like, oh my gosh, this is a party for me.
That's so disorienting.
It
You're
was
just like,
so
what is
funny.
happening?
Yes. And so and just like all the little things to get her there, like when we were getting ready to go out, her and I were kind of texting on the side, and I was like, what do you think about wearing tonight? And she's like, I don't know. I'm feeling tired. I think I just want to go comfy. And so I'm like, I don't want her to show up feeling underdressed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I hear you. I just feel like Gig Harbor ladies always kick it up a notch. And so
oh my gosh,
I'm trying to like convince her to go a little bit high. And she's like, yeah, okay, good call. So anyways, it was just funny, all these little things.
I think I saw the video of her face, and she was just like she was like, what's happening?
The first one is like almost like a blank stare. Like she's totally like, I'm not tracking. And then I pan around and come back, and she is like almost in like tears laughing.
That's sweet.
So it's really fun. So yeah, that was fun. That was Saturday.
A lot of birthdays.
I know.
Crazy. November is birthday month.
November.
So my friend Chad was the 3rd.
Shannon
was the 5th.
Yep.
The 5th or the 4th.
Wait, what day was Tuesday?
Tuesday was the 4th. No, the 5th. You're right. Yeah. Tuesday was the 5th.
Yeah.
5th. She's on the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
You are on the 10th.
Yep.
Brian's the 11th. My friend Brandon, I think, is the 12th. 12th in the next couple days.
Brandon. We know it.
I'm at the end of the month. I'm on the 28th. There's more. There's sure.
More. There's a lot.
A lot of November birthdays.
Yeah.
Does that line up with Valentine's Day?
It does.
Pregnancies? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know.
Love that.
Love that journey. Okay. And then for us, the rest of the weekend, what did I write down for Sunday? Lunch at Met Market. Highly recommend their prime rib sandwich. Oh my gosh.
Prime rib sandwich.
Brisket. It was their brisket sandwich.
Okay.
It came with like grilled onions and some sort of aioli sauce. You would have loved it.
I'm a sucker.
Sunday, we really just did it. I wrote down that we had a couch rot session. Where you just lay on the couch and just don't do much.
Best.
My girls are really getting into the Christmas spirit.
Okay,
starting
me
to
too.
Decorate.
I know a lot of people who are doing earlier.
Really kicking up a notch.
Yeah. Brian's family is very much has been since I've known them in the camp of you don't decorate for Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
That's
but they're all making an exception this year.
I'm telling you what, it feels like, especially because Thanksgiving feels late this year. I don't know why it does, but it does.
It is late.
Okay.
It's the latest it gets. The 28th is the latest that Thanksgiving ever is. I'm pretty sure.
Is it always the last Thursday? Why did I think it was
always
the
4th? It's always the 4th Thursday.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was the third one. So yeah, I wrote down that we started getting real into that, and then we ended up watching The Grinch just because it felt like the right thing to do.
Nice.
That night.
I think we're gonna decorate on Saturday for Christmas.
Yeah. Do you guys get a real tree or artificial?
Fake tree.
Fake tree.
We got we for the longest time had a very small fake tree.
Yeah.
And Brian convinced me last year to do a bigger fake tree, bigger fake tree. So we got got a good one from Home Depot.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the only thing for us. We do a real tree normally, and so I don't want to get that too early.
Right.
And then
you don't want it to die.
Yeah.
Fire hazard.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else? Talk about the election or
I'm just glad it's over.
Me too. I'm very glad. I've consumed a lot less news and media the last week.
Yeah.
And glad it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we chatted, you and I, when we went to coffee, just the heaviness of it.
Heavy. I think I shared with you, I have people in my life that I'm close with that are very much on both sides of the spectrum. And that's
same.
Been incredibly stressful, just like hearing both sides constantly.
It just didn't feel like either way. It didn't, to me, it was like, there's going to just be so much ramifications on either way.
Right. And either way, half the country's disappointed.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
So here's to our veterans and our country, and God bless the USA.
God bless and happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thanks, Jamie. Quick one.